the evolution of words related to women in comparison to men. In this video, we are going to deal with the evolution of words related to women in comparison to men. Firstly, we will provide articles and dissertations related to the topic. Then, we are going to compare terms of both genders regarding the evolution of history and literature. Finally, we will have a look at the etymological and semantic development of some words.
These are a compilation of academic articles and dissertation papers that back up the topic we chose to talk about. This paper outlines the evolution of words for woman and wife in Latin and the evolution side to side with the respective male words. This article studies the etymology of the word woman in the different Indo-European languages. This research essay dwells on the idea that language is sexist. The author differentiates the categories of language, such as semantics, morphology, where it talks about suffixes, syntax, and honorific titles. This article analyzed the relation between words for a man and words for woman in various situations. This research paper is about the differences between man, woman, and hombre, mujer, how both set of words are displayed on their own language dictionaries, and the different varieties of words for woman and man in both languages. Lastly, I invite my colleagues to further read these articles as a way to learn more about the topic.
And now, let's go back to the 19th century. As we have been studying, the role of women was increasing. In the subject of 19th century literature, we have discovered some literary concepts related to women that are very interesting. The first one, a strong-minded woman, was a woman having qualities regarded as masculine and opposed to the legal restrictions. The second one, new woman, was a woman who is considered different, who rejects the traditional roles of wife and mother and advocates for independence. The third one, fallen woman, a woman who has become morally degenerated, sometimes a prostitute. And the last one, but not least, femme fatale, an attractive woman who is likely to cause risk. Nowadays, society is much more developed than 2 centuries ago. Therefore, a huge process has been made in relation to women aspects. For instance, the feminist language reform. It is a movement which is trying to change how language is used. Some countries, such as Switzerland, Sweden, Australia, or even here in Spain, has been adopted. The change proposed was related to the neutralization of expressions. As we can see in the photo, the pronoun he, masculine, appear in several words that we use for woman. For that reason, women's is one alternative used by some feminists. And also, some writers use women's to be more inclusive.
Almost every word in the English language that refers to women has at one time or another had an obscene meaning. Two types of semantic change can alter a word's meaning over time. Pejoration is where a word starts out with a neutral or positive meaning and eventually evolves to mean something negative. The opposite is called amelioration. Feminine words usually go down the pejoration route, while masculine words often go down the amelioration one. Here we have some examples. Sir and Madam, 300 years ago, were used as formal terms of address, but with time, Madam evolved to mean mistress or prostitute, and then finally a woman who manages a brother. The similar thing happened with master and mistress. Both words indicated a person in a position of authority. Only the feminine term was contaminated over the decades to mean a sexually promiscuous woman with whom a married man habitually fornicates. The word hussy, originally suitor version of the Old English huswife, which meant female head of household and is an early cognate of the modern word housewife. Around the 17th century, the word came to describe a rude, rustic woman, then it became a general insult for women of any kind. A similar thing happened with bitch. This word derived from the ancient Sanskrit word vagas, meaning genitals, then later found its way into Latin, French, and Old English. In Middle English evolved to the term slut, which meant an untidy woman. Do feminine terms ever ameliorate? They do, but it's often because women actively reclaim them. If we compare these terms to the male ones, we can observe that words related to men do not change in such a bad way. For example, we have knight, mister, dude, stud, and sir.
However, although the evolution of words can ameliorate or peliorate their meanings, let's see their earliest meanings, which come from the etymology. Female, woman, or lady are some words that are etymologically sexist. Female comes from Old French, compounded by the, that means to suck, and male, person, so female meant she who suckles. Woman comes from Old English, compounded by with, meaning wife, and man, person, so it meant the wife of a person. Lady comes from Old English, compounded by love, that means need, and dish, maid. It referred to women who cooked bread. It can be said that the origins of language reduced women to the role of mother, cook, or wife, among others. Regarding meaning, there is a big difference between the two genders of a word. In example, queen means a woman who rules a country because she has been born into a royal family, or a woman who is married to a king, while king only means a male ruler of a country who holds this position because of his royal birth. It can be seen that although both refer to the same regal rank, the term queen has a meaning denoting belonging or dependence. In conclusion, although there has been a huge evolution during history, we need more changes to have an equal society regarding language. We hope you have liked the video. Thanks for your attention.